Hey guys, now sorry about the darkness of the screen. It's because this you can't actually register for this event that I'm going to tell you about. Well, that page there doesn't go live till the 14th. Now there's the 11th annual Tapping World Summit coming up. Now if you don't know what tapping is, it's comes from a healing technique. It's been around for a while, and it's simple and extremely effective. I'm a qualified hypnotherapist, and I have used this tapping. It's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and there's a conference coming up. It's a free online conference. Now, I'll say that again. Free online conference. Tapping is basically, and you can do it yourself or you can get a therapist to do it. No doubt at this conference they'll teach you how to do it, and many other things. I mean, look at all these people involved, quite famous people. I'll roll down the screen here. I know you probably can't see it very good, but I'll go over some people that have used it. Like I say, I've used it. I'll give you an example. Well, one particular client I had, she had must have been, I don't know, somewhere between, I forget now, 10 and 12 years old. She was really into riding horses. One day she fell off, and then after she fell off, she wasn't keen to get back on the horses. You know, she was scared, lost her confidence. So I tapped on her, did this emotional freedom technique, and I showed the mother and her how to do it on themselves when they got home. Now, I think it was a week or two later, the mother rang me and said, amazing, she's back on the horse, she's got all her confidence back, and thank you very much. That's just one incident. But now basically, emotional freedom technique sort of explains itself in the its title. Well, if you put tapping and emotional freedom technique, you've got it together. Basically, you can heal pretty much anything, unless there's something else getting in the way. And obviously you won't be able to heal like a broken leg, but most pains, like headaches, it's amazing for things like, and I'll show you in a minute, emotional issues like post-traumatic stress disorder, SRA, which is satanic ritual abuse, anything traumatic, any emotional, the whole gambit of emotional issues. Now, a lot of sicknesses, illnesses, are caused by emotional issues, from, anorexia through to psychosomatic disorders, you name it. It all stems, most, if not all of those, illnesses, pains, eventually the body breaks down, is caused first from an emotional issue. Now, I'll just share this. How to use tapping to solve any emotional or physical issue. This is a good article. I'll just move this up here. That's from mindbodygreen.com. Now, so let's have a look. Yeah, so I've used it, and I use it today. Today, every now and then, I'll tap, and it only takes 5 minutes. I'll quickly run through this. What's good is a healing technique that can cure physical, emotional, and performance problems. The idea behind EFT is that emotional stress can diminish the body's natural healing ability. Like acupuncture, the techniques utilize the Chinese meridian system, which consists of a complicated network of energy circuits running through our body. Now, we all know that in most cases, acupuncture works. This is equally effective, if not more so. And the beauty of it is, once you learn it, it's free. You've got it forevermore. You can learn it in, I don't know, an hour or two. Depends if you've got a good memory or not. But unlike acupuncture, EFT is directed at curing the negative emotions caused by a disruption in our body's energy circuits. These negative emotions can result in physical performance difficulties. Now, what I do sometimes, guys, is just I do the tap if even if I've got no issues to work on. I just tap to sort of good way of keeping it balanced, get a sense of well-being, and just to get rid of anything if there is some issue popping, starting to pop its head up. EFT does not use needles or any invasive implements like acupuncture does. If you're a therapist at all, definitely you want to add this to your quiver of modalities. Definitely. It's like most things in life, the most effective things are simple. EFT is definitely one of those. Like I say, I've used it on my own clients in the past super effectively. I'll scroll down this, and you guys can read it at your leisure. Yep, good for boosting the psychic abilities. It's simple to learn. Yeah, well, she sort of runs what it's all about here. But unlike the hundreds of points used in acupuncture, EFT uses only 9 points, some on both sides of our body, which are located at or near the end points of the energy pathways, meridians, or at points along meridians that are close to our skin. Here's how to use EFT the next time you deal with anxiety, nerve stress, or even just some post-workout muscle soreness. And talk about that post-workout muscle soreness. If you have got any pain, if you have got any muscle soreness, now obviously you can't be tapping 8 hours a day, and sometimes you'll forget to tap or whatever. Another thing I'll leave a link to below is a thing called earthing. Now, if you haven't heard of earthing, earthing is equally as important as emotional freedom technique. I would do both these. Definitely. With earthing, the body puts up infinite electrons coming up through the earth, and if you go out and connect bare feet, it used to be the only way you could connect to the earth was bare feet, but now there are products such as earthing sheets, so you can sleep and you're earthed. Why is this good? Because say you've forgotten to do your tapping or whatever, you're earthed for the whole night. You're getting all these electrons which get rid of free radicals, and the earthing will severely reduce, if not get rid of, all inflammation. It balances out, brings to normal levels our stress hormone cortisol, among other things. So I'll leave a link to that too. That's earthing. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, guys, if you get anything out of this, look, if you do not learn about anything else, healing-wise, learn EFT. And I would also definitely learn about earthing, but definitely do this. And this, since it's a free conference coming up, and there's so many people going to be there with so much knowledge, and it's a free online conference, why would you miss it? If you value your health at all. Now, okay, let's get through this. I tend to wander off, but you know, I know what this can do. So, and I'll tell you what else it can do soon as I've gone through this. 1. Decide what particular emotional, physical, or performance issue you want to address. So that's a fear of flying. So it can be done anywhere, anytime. It's most effective if the issues to be addressed can be performed as the process is finished. Establish the current seriousness of the problem on some simple scale of 1 to 10. Come up with the phrase you will repeat. This phrase serves 2 purposes. It identifies the issue at hand and reinforces the fact that you deeply like yourself despite it. For example, despite my bad temper, I believe I'm truly a good person. Be sure you aim to stab it at the negative issue, because this is what you seek to change. Begin the tapping of each of the 9 points listed below while stating the issues to be solved. I'm afraid to fly, or Masoric, or whatever. Tap each point with 2 fingers 5 times. So I'll let you guys read through that. I just want to so that we even go through the 9 tapping points there. There they are. I'll let you guys go through that. So there's a conference coming up. You can start signing up from the 14th, I'm pretty sure, but you can start learning more about it. I'll leave a link below. But like I say, in this particular thing, emotion freedom technique is good for any emotional, like hardcore emotional issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, you don't believe me? Well, one thing it's extremely good for was in helping the Vietnam veterans. And hopefully this Veterans Stress Project, Home for Help with PTSD. Extremely, and there's, if you want to, look on Google, extremely effective in helping this. One guy had it for years. He didn't know what to do, couldn't sleep, etc. Tried everything. Couple of sessions of EFT, and it was gone. He could start doing normal things again, no flashbacks, etc. So you might want to watch some of these. I mean, EFT tapping and PTSD veterans, EFT experience, EFT and working with vets, trauma and abuse, veterans EFT, veterans administration abuse, emotional freedom techniques to treat post-traumatic stress disorder. It works, guys. This wouldn't all be here, and I know it works for my own clients. This all wouldn't be here. The veterans, why would the veterans be lying, This is the guy here, Gary Craig, that started it all. What would you call? Not invented it, but created it, I suppose. Emotional freedom is a form of counseling intervention that draws on various theories of alternatives, including acupuncture, neuro-linguistic program, energy medicine, and thought field therapy. All I can say is it's very effective. I'll leave a link below. What have we got here? What is the world tapping? What is the world? Get rid of old Keisha there. What is the world tapping? The Tapping World Summit. The Tapping World Summit, even. The Tapping World Summit is an online event that your subscribers can attend for free while it is live. Each day, twice a day, for 10 days in our virtual seminar room, the attendees are personally taught how to use tapping for specific issues. They also get to tap along with the experts for the specific topics. They are walked through each section step by step and learn the fundamentals of tapping all the way through to the more advanced techniques. They can listen to each presentation while it is live each day. If they want to own the audios, manuals, transcripts, and bonus, they need to upgrade and purchase. It's important to note this is not a tele-seminar series with products being pitched. Each presentation is planned out and prepared for ahead of time to deliver the highest level of content and value possible. Each audio is 100% content. The highest level of content of what has been made in this event convert so well 10 years in a row and produce over $17 million in sales. So I showed you that because that proves how, I don't think people would be spending $17 million in sales if it didn't work, if they weren't impressed, guys. Okay? So, yes, let's have a quick rundown of this because I'm running out of time. So 20 of the world's leading, so you're going to, looks like you'll get more than just tapping too. Event, Nick, Ortner, and Jessica, the main guys here, but most people go their entire lives, yeah. So if you've got any issue and you're going for your entire, any emotional, and you think there's no cure for it, whatever, try tapping, definitely. You see, there's a reason why experts like Dr. Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Lisa Rankin, Jack Granfield, Chris Carr, Bob Proctor, Cheryl Ripson, Bruce Lipton, look at that, Bruce Lipton, Joseph McCullough, many others have come out in support of tapping. Okay, there's some fairly, those guys don't, they're not going to bullshit you, basically. Okay, the world tapping is a way for you to improve the quality of your life in a tangible way. I'll let you read through this if you can see it. Okay, I'll leave the link below, guys, but 10 days you'll be able to use it. And the best part is you'll be able to do it all for free. So, are you ready to explore the possibilities of what your life can be like? When you do, you're also going to access to 2 bonus interviews on tapping. Here's what supporters of the have to say. So you've got there's Wayne Dyer saying that, he's used it, obviously. There's a lot of experts there. And then you can register. So I'll leave a link below, guys, to learn a lot more. I can't say enough about this. It's definitely in my life. So yeah, and guys, I have got a Patreon account. I've got you can donate to cryptocurrencies. If you can't do any of that, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. And good luck, and maybe we'll see you at the conference.